As far as the knowledge about the history of our planet reaches, the Earth was always more blue than red. Meaning, the water in oceans, seas, rivers and ponds take up much more space than the land. Now, if you have already heard anything about the red pill and blue pill philosophy, an increasingly popular topic, you might have realized that there is a parallel to the water and land distribution. Our world is to a great extent made up from the blue pill guys, also called betas, and rather just complemented with the red pill guys named alphas. The surface of our planet is 71% of water and 29% of dry land. In the world of social dynamics, the ratio is even more exaggerated, but the parallel holds true. There is much more blue than red. Now, it's not the purpose of this video to explain the whole dichotomy of the red pill and blue pill world. You probably already know this, and if not, Rollo Tomassi, who is the true OG in this area, has more than enough brilliant material for you. Speaking of the original gangsters, regarding the relationships between men and women, there is one much older who isn't really recognized as an authority in this field. Yep, you had it right, it's our Mustacho Grande man, Friedrich Nietzsche. But before we go any further, watch what Jordan Peterson has to say about Nietzsche.
Nietzsche actually, he came up with the most arrogant statement anybody ever made about himself as an author, which is really quite impressive. To come up with the most arrogant statement, that's really something. And he was great at coming up with one-liners, philosophical one-liners. He said, I can write in a sentence what it takes other people a book to write.
In his most famous book, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche has done exactly what Jordan Peterson has described. He took an enormously complicated topic and summarized it in a single chapter called Of Old and Young Women. This chapter is literally just 2 pages long. That on its own is a great feat. But as Peterson says,
and then he topped it.
How? With the density of the chapter. Simplified, density means compressing as much matter, whether it is time, content or workload, in as small space as possible. In this case, Nietzsche extracted numerous insights on the nature of men and women in just 2 pages. The density of these 2 pages seems to be just inexhaustible. The more times you read it, the more you get out of it. Indeed, when Nietzsche said that it takes him 1 sentence to say what others takes a whole book, he wasn't far from truth. It might seem like an overstatement, but if you are familiar with the blue pill and red pill culture and read this chapter a couple times, you will understand. In essence, it took Nietzsche 2 pages to summarize what Rollo Tomassi took several brilliant books. Rollo definitely has much more place to go deeper into the whole subject, but the way Nietzsche compressed the essence of interpersonal relationships remains unbeatable. However, if you want to educate yourself on the topic of the blue pill and red pill culture, it may be wiser to start with some of the Tomassi's material. Of all Nietzsche's works, Thus Spoke Zarathustra is actually one of the hardest books to understand. The whole book is written in metaphors and riddles and may be pretty hard to interpret, especially if you have no prior insight into the described topic. But once you have the grasp of the whole intersexual dynamics, Nietzsche's highly concentrated summarization will hit you that much harder. Particularly if you are a man, his thoughts will resonate with you unlike anything else. Look up the chapter and comment below what you think of it. But before you do so, I want to leave you with a short excerpt of the recommended chapter. Everything about woman is a riddle, and everything about woman has one solution. It's called pregnancy. For the woman, the man is a means. The end is always the child. But what is the woman for the man? The true man wants 2 things, danger and play. For that reason, he wants woman as the most dangerous plaything. Man should be trained for war and woman for the creation of the warrior. All else is folly. Do you agree with Nietzsche? Comment below and let's discuss this everlasting topic. See you soon, fellow thinker.